Tzu Chi's El Monte Free Clinic Center in California goes on the road to take care of those in nearby Bakersfield. Kaohsiung Siaolin Village is pursuing sustainable agricultural practices along with assisting with cultural preservation. I'm Sean Scanlan. This is DaAi Headlines. Tzu Chi's El Monte Free Clinic Center in California cares for those in need. And every 3 months, the free clinic goes on the road to nearby Bakersfield to host a clinic at the Golden Valley High School.
The free medical clinic held at the Golden Valley High School in Bakersfield is 2 hours away by car from the Tzu Chi Free Clinic at El Monte. The residents in Bakersfield are mostly farm workers who are Hispanic.
This type of free clinic is good. It helps all those who work in the fields. I saw the dentist and physician for a checkup. I'm waiting for my medicine right now. Everything is very organized and orderly.
The work in the fields are laborious and does not pay a lot. Most of the workers don't have medical insurance, and thus the free clinic held every 3 months gets a lot of referrals over the years.
No matter adult or children, it was entirely free.
At the Chinese medicine department, it's the first time for many to receive acupuncture treatment. For those who have long suffered soreness on their body, the relief is immediate.
Okay, no problem.
No.
Okay.
It's the first time I've tried acupuncture, and I was really nervous because I'm afraid of needles. But I still tried it. Thank God, I feel so much better now.
The lady is very knowledgeable. The lady that did the acupuncture for me, I feel that is very knowledgeable because she was able to feel and detect every area that I needed help with. And I feel a lot of relief already. And I've only had it one time.
There are translators at the free clinic to help pass on the right information, as the doctor teach the correct way to continue therapy at home. When the free clinic patients hear about the bamboo coin bank story, they immediately want to participate.
They gave me this bamboo bank, which I can slowly save a quarter or $1 at a time. When it is full, I will bring it back to donate so they may continue to help others or buy things they need for the free clinic.
In Bakersfield, the angels in blue and white safeguard the health of all those in need.
A Vietnamese 10-year-old boy suffers from blood cancer. He was successfully paired to the Tzu Chi bone marrow database as he later came to Taiwan for a transplant operation. Before coming to Taiwan, Tzu Chi volunteers in Vietnam visited him at home. At Hanoi's end-of-year blessing party, young boy had his first encounter with Tzu Chi. He's obsessed with the camera and forgot about his illness. When he was 8 years old, he was found to have blood cancer. After 2 years of chemotherapy, he saw no improvement. He learned about Tzu Chi in Hanoi, hosting a lecture on stem cell transplant medicine, getting a second chance at life.
Dr. Lee said he would do his best. Also conducting the bone marrow data center, I went home that day and couldn't sleep.
Before coming to Taiwan for treatment, volunteers visited their home and took photos, which is the thing that he most looks forward to.
I want to be a photographer. I want to go to different places to take pictures. And then I want to help people take wedding photos.
The 10-year-old boy is eager to do many things, as there are many things he wants to try and do.
I want to go to school so I can play with my classmates.
The family of 3 generations in one house wants to cure this young boy's disease. Therefore, his mother quit her job and took care of him, and also waited for a transplant.
The doctor has asked twice for transplant. The first time was October 2017. His brother's HLA match is only 5/10. The success rate is not high, so we refused. But Tzu Chi has had successful experience of Dr. Huang Qingjun. This made me very confident.
Today, the pairing is successful and the whole family is happy. Sad because her grandson seeks medical treatment, Grandma's eyes are filled with tears. But she also believes that he will be able to go home healthy and healed. The Tzu Chi Academy in Irvine held 2 events to celebrate Lunar New Year. The first event invited parents to participate in a DIY activity involving making 400 handmade red envelopes to celebrate the Year of the Rat.
不管在哪一个地方，只要是做对的事，遇到对的人，世界就会更好。
The new US dollar bills are neatly folded into a red envelope, and $1 symbolizing renewal of the year. 400 handmade red envelopes are a blessing for parents to give to Tzu Chi Academy students. This dragon line dance into the classroom, spreading joy and expectations.
There is so much suffering in the world, so we have to remind parents and children that we are all blessed and live in a wealthy America, so we should appreciate it, cherish and cultivate blessings.
Children are happy to make a tangyuan by hands with their parents.
Every year, the children make these rice balls out of glutinous rice, and they enjoy and feel a deep connection to their Chinese roots and culture.
With the new year arriving, hopes for each child include growing in wisdom and accumulating new value.
As the epidemic situation heats up, the new Taipei City Fire Department has set up 8 special epidemic prevention teams to transport patients suspected of novel coronavirus infection. All units are equipped with special ambulances. Workers also demonstrate 9 types of protective equipment, including masks and gloves, to transport patients safely.
防护衣穿着完毕，穿着完毕的同时，我们会戴上帽套、防护面罩及外科口罩。
The whole body is airtight, and the epidemic prevention unit has to be on duty. From masks, goggles to shoe covers, there are 9 types of equipment, and they must be worn in 3 layers. Opening the special ambulance for epidemic prevention, all the vents and holes are covered with plastic wrap. The car is not air-conditioned. The windows are open to prevent virus infection in confined spaces.
We will call up a special ambulance and empty not needed items. Then we use plastic film to isolate it. This is also convenient for us to perform such duties so we can do a more complete disinfection.
救护同仁会帮患者戴上外科口罩，并请家属另行前往。
Sending patients in an ambulance involves professional procedures, from departure to cleaning after completing the service. All these complete drills are conducted by the new Taipei City Fire Department, who set up 8 special epidemic prevention teams, using the highest standards of protection measures to transport patients suspected of being infected.
If they feel they may be infected, we all use this special vehicle. Our workers will operate under the guidance of a physician. All exercises today involve professionals, and everyone needs self-protection.
Ambulance personnel are at the forefront of epidemic prevention. In addition to safely transporting patients, they must also maintain their own safety, as the most comprehensive standards for epidemic prevention will be needed. After a Lunar New Year holiday, the first weekend day typically sees mountains of recyclables at every Tzu Chi recycling station. To protect themselves from the novel coronavirus, volunteers wear face masks and wash their hands frequently. These procedures help them do their recycling work in safety. After the Lunar New Year break, the Bada recycling station has a large pile of recyclables requiring the help of many. Workers have to do 3 important things before they start working. Wear a mask to enter the station and take your temperature. Disinfect hands with alcohol and scrub 10 times. Wash your hands before and after work and need to be more careful.
At the
Xindian Ankang recycling station, this retired sanitation worker, Kaohsiung, uses diluted bleach to clean all corners of the station to disinfect it.
There are many blind corners here. In front, I have sprayed most of the area and along these main walkways.
Many have to keep face masks and gloves near them at all times.
You have to wear a face mask, and gloves are also necessary. They usually say that wearing gloves is troublesome, but we have to remind them that they need to wear these gloves. Otherwise, they will have direct contact with our recycling materials.
The Nangang Zhujiang recycling station, 50 volunteers are busy, and their virus prevention activities are done with great vigor. For the body and mind, even rest time is used to institute correct knowledge instead of panicking.
We have to use default heart to prevent the epidemic. We need to protect ourselves and keep a vegetarian diet.
Facing the epidemic carefully and being environmentally friendly is the best way to both love yourself and love the earth. Agriculture is not only an economic activity, but also involves an obligation to care for the land. In recent years, Taiwan's concepts of sustainable agriculture and forest economy have developed. Many farmers with these concepts also shoulder the responsibility of cultural preservation.
它越往里面，你看它里面就很深，然后就是颜色很深，那个就是水分的部分。
After the dry topsoil was dug out, the dirt became more moist and wet, showing a hidden underground pipeline.
现在看它还是干的，它管路的附近就是会比较湿。
You see the soil is so soft because we add water and nutrients. At the start, the pipe is empty, and when water was added, the air would come out aerating the soil.
The tube in the soil not only brings water, but also a nutrient solution. This mimics human blood circulation. The system functions like the stomach fermenting nutrient solution, and the motor acts as the heart. The nutrient solution is stored in a bucket up high, and the liquid is transferred to the large pipeline in the tube through gravity. The function is like arteries and microvessels. The system is designed and improved by Yang Hao and Ye Bifang, who implement natural farming methods for many years.
It's all about helping the environment, people, and the land. Heaven, earth, and people should be synchronized to offer healing. This is our philosophy and our original intention.
I personally think the moisture management here is very good because it is a pipeline method and root absorption means there is no waste.
The greenhouse also uses a bionic system which saves 75% of irrigation water. It uses plant hybrids to overcome insect pests so that the sandy soil can be planted annually.
This is the 8th year of continuously growing red sage. No more soil change is needed as absolutely no outside soil is needed. Just the original soil in the park.
We have sharpened a sword for 3 years. We're sharpening a sword for 30 years. The world will soon experience this.
For this agricultural dream to keep growing, they kept looking for allies and found Kaohsiung Siaolin village. Grandma's home is full of Japanese thistle, which was a common plant in Siaolin village before Typhoon Morakot.
When we were in the old Siaolin village, we saw such seeds scattered on the hillside. When we came here to live in a prefabricated house and there's vacant space there, I'll start planting some seeds. Everyone says that you plant this well, so of course everyone starts planting it. They all start to plant it.
Not only is it planted in Siaolin permanent housing, but this elderly grandfather also rented a field to grow the species of thistle family, commonly known as Japanese thistle. This common medicinal plant in Taiwan can be poisonous, but early on, when tribes lacked supplies, they cooked roots with alcohol.
When I was in my teens, I saw some people sowing seeds, and I also wanted to say that I would also plant seeds, and they would live. My grandma would ask me to go and pick some to cook a soup, and I'll say yes.
Japanese thistle brings back memories of the mountains and forests and also memories of tribal village life. Ye Bifang's daughter-in-law, Lin Ying, said that Japanese thistle is very representative of the people moving from the mountains to permanent housing in Siaolin village.
They are much like Japanese thistle. You see the flowers and the thorns, and there's a strong vitality. It can give you a lot of energy. I think they're much like Japanese thistle.
Companies dedicated to natural agriculture are helping preserve local food culture. Two different groups have come together to produce a wine in Siaolin village flavored with Japanese thistle, helping preserve the traditions of this native culture. Next, we'll take you to Medan, Indonesia, where the art of bonsai is practiced. The minimal space it requires allows it to become a popular way to introduce greenery into the city life. Let's take a look at how one horticulturist has adopted Japanese bonsai art.
The urban city space is limited, thus gardens are difficult to come by. Many city dwellers think of different ways to bring some greenery into their lives. The latest trend to hit Indonesia from Japan is the Mossball, where you don't need a lot of space in your home to have a garden. Just a plant and soil is plenty enough. Meta Lestari from North Sumatra has been doing this since 2018.
This is a different kind of hanging greenery. It is still using soil as a base, but it's instead wrapped and covered in moss. The moss is then formed into a sphere.
The way to get started is very much the same as other potted plants, except moss is added. However, sometimes it's hard to find moss available, so she has used coconut husk as a replacement. There are many plants which are suitable for growing in this manner, including the Swiss cheese plant and the tiger tail orchid. Others, like the cactus or tufted bracket plant, can be grown this way as well.
The dry coconut husk helps retain water. This way, it won't need to be watered often.
The areas which horticulturists can greenify are rapidly shrinking due to population growth. However, the art of the Mossball can help solve the greenifying need for city folk.
In China's Shenyang, a Tzu Chi volunteer who has a 23-year-old son born with a genetic disorder that causes his muscles to atrophy. The stress of his illness led the couple to divorce, as the son needs to face many expensive surgeries to improve his conditions.
你能不能告诉我你是怎么工作的？
每天要处理这个退款和售后。
23-year-old Guo Hanglong learned how to do e-commerce on his own.
我会那个平面设计，然后之后
I can do graphic design and video editing, and a little video effect. I learned it all on my own.
这么厉害呀！
都是我自己学的。
However, he suffered a lot since he was born.
SMA 这是一种罕见病。
SMA is a rare disorder. It's a genetic defect which causes the muscles to atrophy. My spinal curvature is a symptom of the disorder because there are no muscles on the sides to support it.
就是脊柱，它旁边没有肌肉的支撑。一种并发症。
In thinking about surgery, Guo assesses the risks.
手术面临着两个问题。
The surgery has two risks. One is the anesthesia, which is a major responsibility of the anesthesiologist because there is potential the dosage could become poison if given too much. But too little is not good either. The second risk I'm seeing is in post-surgery. If I can successfully come off the mechanical ventilator.
Due to joining Tzu Chi's home visitation and reflecting on her own blessings in life, Lu Hong now walks into her ex-husband's home.
I should come back more often to spoil my son.
Tzu Chi's Dharma family helps to clean up a little. While Lu serves her son some delicious home cooking. Afterwards, Lu accompanies Guo to Beijing to prepare for surgery with spinal traction therapy, surrounding him with lots of love.
In Malaysia, Tzu Chi volunteers have been caring for an impoverished family since 2007. The daughter in the family Lim Kai-yi is now 18 years old. She is now working part-time as she pursues an education. She appreciates Tzu Chi volunteers for helping her family, and she wants to volunteer to reciprocate their love.
I appreciate Tzu Chi for subsidizing my tutoring sessions.
At a year-end distribution event held by Tzu Chi Malacca chapter, Lin Kai-yi takes to the stage to express her gratitude for Tzu Chi volunteers.
Tzu Chi has been helping us since I was little. Therefore, if there is an opportunity after I finish my homework, I go and volunteer.
Lin Kai-yi's parents are Tzu Chi care recipients who have mobility problems. The volunteers have been caring for this family since 2007.
When we are unable to manage things, Tzu Chi brothers and sisters will come help us. We're very happy about it.
I appreciate Tzu Chi volunteers for coming here without asking for anything in return.
Lin Kai-yi, who's 18 years old now, is working part-time while pursuing education.
I want to be self-reliant. If possible, I help my father and mother that have been raising me with their own strength.
With the support of volunteers, Lin Kai-yi is not alone as she faces future challenges in life.
Many foreigners visit Tzu Chi in Taiwan, but they do not speak or understand Chinese. In Taiwan, one former English teacher, Li Yixuan, volunteers to translate for these foreigners. She volunteers with Tzu Chi's foreign language team and does her best to introduce Tzu Chi's principles to the foreigners.
You know the Buddha is like a person, right? Yeah. So everybody, you can be the Buddha.
When foreigners come to visit Tzu Chi, Li Yixuan will do her best to provide detailed introduction.
Our heart is very important to face your daily life.
Born in 1982, Li is also known as Sherry. She is responsible for English translation. When the Taichung Jingsi Hall holds activities, she takes the initiative to help out.
But here is Shelly. She can help you, right?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Shelly.
Shirley helped me a lot. She translated all of the processing in here, about the story, about the music.
When foreign friends come, she will come to help out at the Jingsi Hall. She is great help to people who do not speak English well.
Sherry's first job was teaching English. After trying different jobs, she returned to serve at Tzu Chi affiliate. She has also joined the Tzu Chi foreign language team and help out with translation.
When there are opportunities, I am very willing to share the master's teachings with foreigners. In daily life, when taking buses or working at the English Center, I also did my best to introduce Buddhism, Taiwan, and Tzu Chi to foreigners.
Welcoming foreign visitors and introducing Tzu Chi principles to them, Sherry is like a small screw, which might be small but is very important.
On the first Sunday of the Lunar New Year, the Tzu Chi Butterworth Kidney Dialysis Center invited patients and their families to participate in an event which brought peace and happiness to everyone. We'll leave you with these images. Goodbye.